With Lineker's future at the BBC, frankly, in doubt. Didn't Gary Lineker once shit himself at the World Cup? That's about as far as my soccer trivia goes, really. Christ, why are we still talking about Gary fucking Lineker? Why are we talking about one tweet from a football man rather than an immigration policy that would make, well, Hitler think twice? See, now I've just gone and done it. See how easy it is to do that? It's called Godwin's Law, Tim. This comparison people continuously make to Nazi Germany every time they hear something they don't like. Hordes of brain-dead woke zombies shouting Nazi at anything they don't like the look of. I can't fucking bear it. But in this instance, his comment, if you actually look into it, actually might hold some water. I mean, let's unpack it here, okay? Is the Tory rhetoric over the last few years regarding refugees at all reminiscent of 1930s German rhetoric? Not have their intentions been like that of Nazi Germany, nor comparing their actions to the Holocaust. Is their language and rhetoric reminiscent of 30s Germany? Because that's what Lineker said. Nazi Germany rhetoric demeaned, otherized and dehumanized people and made them the enemy and the scapegoat of all its woes and attacked anyone who said differently as enemies of the people. Braverman has described refugees as an invasion. This week, out of nowhere, she suggested billions of migrants might be heading towards our shores. She might not have used the word swarm, but she may as well have done. And she suggested that to not agree with the government is somehow unpatriotic and that human rights lawyers are loony lefty scum. The government's immigration strategy itself is unworkable, immoral, illegal and inhumane, and yet it's Gary fucking Lineker causing outrage, whilst it's our government telling us that the Human Rights Convention doesn't fit with British values. How dare the Home Secretary lecture us about British values? How dare you decide in my name that women, children and men fleeing war, if they land on our shores, they will be treated automatically as criminals? How dare you? The reality is asylum applications are half what they were 20 years ago, yet the number of asylum applications processed within 6 months has fallen from almost 90% to about 4%. But of course, an efficient immigration service is just too bloody hard, so instead, let's just put a sign on a podium that says, "Stop the boats." I'm with Lineker with this one. Don't apologise, Gary. Don't do it. You don't have to. You're a fucking millionaire. And when you're finally booted out the corporation for insubordination, take a press conference and give a statement and tell us what you really think and fucking go for it. I'll happily write it for you. And then go to ITV for probably more money but less kudos, but without a fucking Tory stooge at the helm lecturing you about your responsibilities whilst sorting out Boris Johnson's financial woes, whilst banning David Attenborough for being too left-wing and doing the government's bidding by grinding the BBC into the ground and then selling Broadcasting House off to the highest bidder so it can be turned into unoccupied luxury flats. Love you, Gary Lineker. Hate football. Love the BBC, but fuck the BBC and fuck anyone who is angrier at Gary fucking Lineker than they are Suella fucking Braverman. Fuck 'em. All in all, a headache for the BBC, but possibly a welcome distraction for the government, as no one in government seems to be